Hi everyone, so today we are going to continue factoring where x squared has a coefficient that you can't divide out. Alright, so pause the video and do the do now. So number one, we are factoring. So since there's no number in front of x squared, it's just a straightforward multiply to 70, combine to negative 19. Let's see, 1 times 70, 2 times 35. 3 doesn't work, 4 doesn't work, 5 times 5 and 14. That gives us 19, and we make both of them negative. X minus 5, x minus 14. Now number 2 has a GCF of 2. We can't actually divide it out, so this is a slide, right? So remember, we're still multiply combined, but we have to multiply the 2 and the 9. So we're multiplying to negative 18, combining to positive 3. So that's 2 times 9, 3 times 6, and the 3 is negative to give us a positive 3. So then remember with this one, we don't know where the 2 goes, so we put it in both spots. We got minus 3 plus 6. And then there's an extra 2 in the problem, right? We have an extra 2 in front of the x's and an extra 2 with these two numbers. So we look for a GCF. In the second one, we have a GCF of 2. It's not really a GCF, it's just an extra factor, and we have to divide out. And so that is your final answer. All right. So now these are a factor completely, all right? It does factor, but you always want to check for GCF before you do anything else. So do a GCF, and then there's one other factoring after that. All right, so number 3, we have a GCF of 2. So when I divide, I get x squared minus x minus 6. And then that's an MC chart. We are multiplying to negative 6, combining to negative 1. Remember, there's an invisible negative 1. That's 2 and 3, where the 3 is negative to give us a negative 1. So x plus 2. Molly. Sorry, guys, my dog is making noise with her bone. All right, so that's our answer. And then the second one, number 4. Again, we have a GCF of 8. Divide, we get x squared minus 4. That's a dot. It's perfect squares and subtraction. X plus 2, x minus 2. GCF of 8 in front. Done. All right, so we're going to practice with the distributing. So go through and distribute these. Double distribute. So I have my 5x times 8x plus 1 minus 2 times 8x plus 1. 40x squared plus 5x minus 16x minus 2 gives me 40x squared minus 11x minus 2. Number 6, we get 4x times 3x plus 5, and then minus 1 times 3x plus 5. Distribute 12x squared plus 20x minus 3x minus 5, and those middle two combine to 17x minus 5. And then the last one, 3x times 5x plus 1 minus 5 times 5x plus 1, 15x squared plus 3x minus 25x minus 5 gives us 15x squared minus 22x minus 5. So in all of these, remember, the whole point, we're going backwards with the slide method, is that, like in number 6, we're not multiplying to 5, combining to 17. That's impossible. the numbers in front of the x's, the 4 and the 3, they have an effect on that middle term. So that's why we end up having to multiply. So we would do 12 times 5. What numbers multiply to 12 and 5? What numbers multiply to negative 60? And actually, if you notice, they're right here. If you went backwards, those two numbers are 20 and negative 3. 5 times 15 is negative 75. What multiplies to negative 75 combines negative 2, 3, and negative 25. Right. So that's actually what those numbers are. It's those two middle numbers after distributing. All right, so pause the video and try these on your own. All right, so again, we have to multiply the 3 and the 14. So we are multiplying to 42, combining to 13. 1 times 42, 2 times 21, 3 times 14, 4 doesn't work, 5 doesn't work, 6 and 7, so it's 6 and 7. So we got 3x, 3x, put it in both spots because we don't know what it goes with. We got the 6 and the 7. Divide out any common factor. And we are done. Number 9. I just circled the number of the problem instead of this a term. 5 times negative 11 is negative 55, combined to positive 54. So it's 1 times 55 with a negative 1. I'm still laughing at myself. 5x minus 1, 5x plus 55. And then we have to divide by 5 in that second one, so we get x plus 11. My 5s look like s's. It's because I'm sitting in bed doing this. All right, that's it. All right, another set of easy ones. We got 4 factoring problems left. So 2 more simple ones, and then the next slide are the more difficult ones. So again, pause this video and try these on your own. And I want you to draw a star next to number 10. Draw me a star next to 10. So we're multiplying, to negative, what kind of m is that? Negative 30 combined to negative 13. Now, a lot of kids try to do 3 and 10. That doesn't work, though, because we're multiplying to a negative. That gives me negative 7. It's 2 and 15. So watch out with this one. It's really common to make silly mistakes. So I got to put my 10x plus 2, 10x minus 15. Oh, this one's a little harder, actually. I can divide by 2 in the first term and 5 in the second term. And notice, together, those multiply to that 10. So we end up with 5x plus 1 and 2x minus 3. All right, number 11. We are multiplying to 45, combining to negative 18. Let's see, 3 and 15. So we got 9x minus 3, 9x minus 15. So another time, we can't divide by 9 in either of these, so we divide by what we can. So we can divide each of these by 3, and that 3 times 3 does give us our 9. So you get 3x minus 1, 3x minus 5. So those were actually difficult ones also. So these are the last 2. Try these. It's going to be having to divide separately again. So we are multiplying 6 times 4, negative 24, combined to negative 5. That's 3 and 8, where the 8 is a negative. 6x plus 3, 6x minus 8. The first pair gets divided by 3. The second pair gets divided by 2. 2x plus 1 times 3x minus 4. And then the last one. 8 times negative 9 is negative 72. That is 6 and 12. Now, if you get stuck with that, remember, start with 1, work your way up. 1 times 72, 2 times 36, 3 times 24, 4 times 18, 6 and 12, and then 8 and 9. 72 does have a lot of terms. So 8x plus 6, 8x minus 12. So the first one we're dividing by 2, and the second one we're dividing by 4. Remember, those 2 on the bottom should multiply to 8. So 4x plus 3 times 2x minus 3. All right, last slide. We're not going to actually factor these. I just want you to name the factoring method. So pause the video. For each of them, is it GCF, MC, dots, or slide? Now, there could be factor completely. We just don't know. Because it's factoring a second time, since we're not actually going to factor them, a factoring completely would just be a GCF. All right, A. A is your dots. How can you tell? Perfect squares, subtraction. Perfect squares, subtraction. Letter B, 4x squared plus 8x plus 4. It's not a slide because you can divide. We can divide by 4, so that's a GCF. No, number C. Letter C, there's nothing in front of x squared, so that's your MC chart. Letter D, that's your slide because you can't divide by 4, so you multiply the 4 and the 4. Multiply 16, combines to 17. And then the last one, that is a GCF again. Right, that's it. That was day 2 of, that's 11. That was day 2 of factoring more difficult trinomials, the slide method. I think we're good, so we're probably just going to move on. Tomorrow is your PSAT day, so good luck with that. I will talk to you later. Bye.